Today on Say It Live ATL, we celebrate Black History acknowledging one of our own. Montel Williams, born July 3rd, 1956, is an American former television host, actor, and motivational speaker. He is best known as the host of the long-running daytime tabloid talk show, The Montel Williams Show, which ran from 1991 to 2008. Montel currently hosts Military Makeover Operation Career on Lifetime, and he is currently active with the nonprofit organization called MS Foundation. This is after he's been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 1999. Additionally, he is noted for his service in both the U.S. Marine Corps and the U.S. Navy from when he was honorably discharged after 15 years of service. Today, we celebrate one of our own, Montel Williams, as one of the best television hosts in American history. Tonight on Say It Live ATL, there are two parts to the show tonight. Part one is, who does your loyalty lie in? Does it lie in your friends, or does it lie in your significant other? And part two of the show is, how do you know when you have a best friend? We need to talk tonight, you guys. And wait, don't you go no damn where.
Say It Live with Prince Michael. Say It Live.
ATL.
Say It Live with Prince Michael. Say It Live. ATL. Say It Live. Say It Live. Say It Live. Say It Live with Prince Michael. Say It Live with Prince Michael. Say It Live. ATL. Say It Live with Prince Michael. Say It Live. ATL.
Welcome to Say It Live ATL. I am your host, Prince Michael. On tonight, we are going to do something completely different on this episode. And we are going to talk about two different topics. The first topic is, who does your loyalty lie in? And I'm going to actually give you a great example on this particular question, and feel free to chime in the comments, as I thank you so much for joining me on this evening. Also, I want you to get so engaged in the conversation, I am going to open up our question line on tonight. So make sure that you take this number down, and when you are wanting to chime in, just come right on in, give me a call, and we will be able to have that conversation. On the second part of this evening, I'm going to talk about, how do you know if you have a best friend? You know, we use that word so loosely nowadays, but that's going to come later on. So, who does your loyalty lie in, you guys? Does it lie in your friends? Or does it lie in your significant other? Throughout my lifetime, I've always been in a very peculiar position because I always tend to get the less end of the stick when it comes to my friends being in relationships with people. And I always say that, in my opinion, your loyalty, to answer the question before you all start chiming in, is that your loyalty should definitely lie in both of the parties. So you should definitely have your loyalty within your friends, and you should also have loyalty in your significant other or someone you're trying to build a future with. Your friendships, on the other hand, are very platonic friendships, but platonic relationships rather, and you have a intimate relationship with your significant other. There are two totally completely different relationships, but at the end of the day they all have that relationship and they should be equally yoked when it comes to who your loyalty should lie in. The things that I ask for my friends that I also ask for my significant other is this one major thing, which is respect. They both have to respect one another in order for all of us to continue to grow. So sometimes, my friends may want to do something, but I have my significant other as well. Not only is it all about respect, it's also all about balance, because we balance our lives throughout our whole life. We balance, and we determine who we place our time in and things of that nature. So I also think it comes to a time management piece when you are trying to balance your friends and also balance your significant other. To continue on talking about it, in my opinion, I feel like you have some people out here who are in relationships who try to stray you in a different direction from your friends. And I think that's a form of insecurity. And by all means, if you all disagree, please, you can take down this telephone number and you can give me a call, or you can also chime in those comments, because I always say this. I had a former best friend. I don't think we're best friends now. We're not at that level, but I can recall him being in a relationship with someone and completely left me on the side of the curb. It rained on me and everything like that. Coming back, the relationship had ended, and then I get like a knock on the door. I'm like, oh, you're starting to crawl back here because your relationship did not work. And I'm like, you threw me off to the side. So what should I do? Should I just allow you to come back in, indicating that you did not show any loyalty throughout while you was with your significant other and you just left me high and dry? I need to know, what are your thoughts? So what I'm going to do is I am going to give some people a call. Let's see who their loyalty lies in. I made a list of people. So let's call this person first. In the meantime, please take this number down. I want to hear your thoughts about this.
Hello?
Hello, how's it going?
All is well.
Mike. It's Wednesday, it's hump day. So, how you been?
All is well.
Good. So I'm currently on my talk show platform at Say It Live ATL, and I wanted to call some personal friends of mine to ask you a question. Do you mind if I can ask you a question?
Let's go.
Okay, so I'm talking about tonight. Who does your loyalty lie in? Do you feel like your loyalty should lie within your friendship, or should it lie in someone in your significant other?
So basically, with this topic,
Hold on. Before you even get started, are you dating someone? Because I don't want to mess nothing up now.
no.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So basically, when you're talking about loyalty, when it lies in significant other versus friends, you're both going to distinguish between the two. You're both going to have loyalty. At the end of the day, you just can't cross each other.
Okay.
In other words, there has to be a balance.
Okay, cool. So that's something I similar said too. So you got to have a balance. What do you mean by crossing the line? What does that mean? Give me an example.
Crossing the line would be doing stuff that's not appropriate.
Yeah, be very transparent. What do you mean?
Whether it be something, verbal, but it may just be something that's simple as something when you don't like it.
Okay.
So your friends should be able to respect your likes as well as your significant other.
Okay. So what happens if they don't agree, if they don't respect each other? Where would your loyalty lie in then? If your significant other says to you, hey, I really don't like your friends. This relationship is not going to be able to move forward unless you're not friends with the people that he doesn't or she doesn't like. So
at the end of the day, if your significant other versus or your friend does not respect your judgment, that person should not be with you.
Okay. Sounds good. I think that's really good. What do you guys, thank you so much, Mike. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
Okay. So what do you guys think about what my friend Mike just said? He really brought up some great points. As I mentioned earlier, he talked about balance. He talked about respect. He talked about crossing the line, which I feel at the end of the day is respect. Let's say I'm going to ask you guys this tonight as well. Your significant other, I'm not talking about your husband, and I'm not talking about your wife. I'm just saying someone that you are dating to grow something with sits down, you all are eating dinner, and says, you know what? I don't like your friends, and in order to move forward in our relationship, we have to get rid of your friends. I'm telling you, I've seen people in this situation, and I've also seen what they have done. What would you do? In the meantime, you can give me a call. Give me a call at the question line. I'm going to give someone else a call. One moment. Oh, one of my friends are not available. I don't know if they sent me to voicemail or what. So I'm going to call another friend. Let's see what they have to say. Hey, is this Ernest?
Yes, hey.
Hey, how's it going? So I'm currently on Stay Alive ATL, and I wanted to ask you a question. Is your wife there as well?
Yes, she's here.
Oh, cool beans. Hey, Jackie.
Well, hi, Michael. How are you?
All right. Oh, I'm Michael today, huh?
Yes.
You can call me Pookie on Stay Alive. It's fine. Okay, so I want to ask you all a question. I'm glad I got both of you all in the room. This is excellent. So I don't know if you all are currently watching the show or not, but I'm asking my closest friends, who do you feel your loyalty should lie in? Should it lie within your friends, or seeing that you all are married, I already know what the answer is going to be, but or should it, in your case, your loyalty should be within your spouse?
Right.
Are you saying right? It should be your spouse?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, cool. So you want to explain?
Well, I mean, it's only natural. You should be loyal to your spouse first and foremost.
Okay, I agree with that. I do agree with that. All right, so how about let's say that she has friends, or you have friends of, let's say, 20 plus years, and where does that loyalty go within the friendship, seeing that you all are married and you all been married for a long time too?
Okay. Well, I mean, the loyalty with her and her friends, it doesn't cross into her loyalty with me.
Okay.
So the loyalty between her friends, my friends, it's just that I'm loyal to my friends,
right?
But it doesn't override my loyalty to my spouse.
Okay.
See?
Well, okay, completely makes sense to me. So let's say, I know you would never do this, but let's say that you told Jackie, hey, I don't want you dealing with your friends any longer, or we're going to file for a divorce. I know you would not ever do anything like that. But do you feel that your spouse has the right to tell who your friends should and should not be?
Well, yeah. I mean, she has the right to her friends, as long as it doesn't disrespect the marriage.
Okay.
So you can have a strong friendship with anyone,
right?
As long as it doesn't disrespect the bond that we have.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
So me. I don't get involved with her friends or unless I'm brought in.
Okay.
And I don't see anything wrong with having a loyal friend. There's nothing wrong with it.
I completely agree. Jackie, is there anything you want to add in?
No, he pretty much answered it. It first lies within your spouse, and then for me myself, the friends that I do have, they are my family.
Okay.
So I have some close family members such as yourself, Pookie, and a couple of others that my loyalty also lie in.
Mm-hmm.
It would never override the loyalty of my husband being Uno.
And it shouldn't be. Seeing that you all, how long you been married?
21.
Yeah, 21 years. So, if a friend is able to definitely supersede 21 years of marriage or even 30 seconds of marriage, I don't think they were your friend to begin with. Because, again, it all boils down to respect, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you, my favorite couple. Let me continue to go on with the show. Hopefully you're tuning in. Thanks for your input.
Thank you. All right.
All right. So very, very, very great input, especially when it comes to marriage. When you're married, you do supposed to have more loyalty in anyone else except your spouse. Your spouse should supersede all the way through. So I definitely completely agree with them. But people are asking, what's the question again? So the question is at hand. Who does your loyalty lie in? Do you feel like your loyalty should lie within your friends? Or do you feel as if your loyalty should lie in your significant other? We're not talking about marriage, because apparently marriage, your loyalty should definitely lie in your spouse. But what we can do is, I have the question line open. If you want to give me a call, please give me a call and let me know what your thoughts are. So we'll just wait here for a couple of minutes and I'll continue to talk until we get that one caller in. So make sure that you do call in. Continuing on in my journey of life, have I ever put my friends before my significant other or vice versa? The answer is no. In actuality, you guys, I think that it should be equally yoked. If my friends do not like my significant other, that's a conversation that we need to have. Why aren't you happy with who I'm dating, who I'm getting to know? It's not about dating. Like, if we're in a relationship, it's a whole different phase, because I'm not introducing you to anyone that I'm currently dating unless we're going to go to the next level. But sometimes it can be a jealous thing. Your friends tend to get very envious of you guys when you are starting to stray away. They feel like you're going to stray away from them because you are starting to build a new friendship, relationship, and that's going to be true. You will stray from them just a little bit to make sure that you put your due diligence in something that you're building. It's just like you already have this house and you just want a new house, so you're going to, of course, put your energy, your everything into building this new house to ensure that house is stable as well. So your friends can be jealous. Sometimes your friends can also give you very valuable information. But I always tell people, make your own judgments, just like with friends as well. Unless I'm able to visually see what you're saying, that I can't really draw a conclusion unless I see it with my own two eyes. So I'm still waiting on a one caller to come in. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to give someone else a call. Let's see here. Who does your loyalty lie in?
Michael.
Hey, Brandy, how you doing?
I'm doing
Good. I'm currently on Say It Live ATL right now, and I wanted to call all of my closest friends, and I wanted to get their opinion to share with my audience on tonight. Do you mind if I can ask you a question?
Oh, sure. I was actually kind of nervous for a second. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay, Brandy. So the question at hand is, who does your loyalty lie in? Do you feel like your loyalty should lie within your friends, or should it lie within your significant other?
Well, I am single.
Okay. So
I don't have a significant other.
okay. So let's pretend that you had one for a second. Who do you feel your loyalty will lie in?
I feel like my loyalty will lie in both because, and I want to say that because I've had more friend relationships than I had significant others.
Okay.
And I feel like my friends as of at that point, like if I just had a boyfriend today or whatever, my loyalty will most definitely lie in my friends because I know them more and I know them longer or whatever have you.
Okay.
But if I was to get married to the individual, I think that, and I know that my loyalty will most definitely lie within my husband.
Okay, which it definitely should be. I agree with that.
You know.
So I got a question for you. Brandy. So let's say that you are currently, well, you're not currently dating, but we're gonna put our pretend hats on for a moment. So let's say you're dating someone, you really like this guy, you really infatuated with him or whatnot, and he doesn't like your friends, right? So let's say he gave you an ultimatum and say, you know what, Brandy, I'm really digging you. I'm ready to take you to the next level. I'm probably even ready to marry you, but I cannot move forward in a relationship if you continue to be Michael's friend.
Well, first and foremost, he can kick rock because first and foremost, my friends were here before you, bruh. So therefore, you can't give me no ultimatum about who I'm gonna be friends with.
Right.
And it's just on God. So, but if you know, most likely my friends are really like a reflection of me. So I don't think that would be an issue. But if anybody's trying to control who I hang out with,
okay, that sounds good. And well, you know what? I think we need to go to a promotional break. And since I have Brandy here, we are going to listen to One More Chance because you know what? I am a guy that gives you another chance. If you left me out in the rain and you came back and want my friendship again after you put more loyalty into your significant other. Say It Live ATL will be right back.
I see you getting tired. Come on. You don't wanna see me. You don't wanna see me. Give me one more chance. That's what you say to me when I do my dance. I give you one more chance. Take you wrap around cause you talk that trash. I give me one more chance. That's what you say to me when I do my dance. I give you one more chance. Take you wrap around cause you talk that trash. Ain't no competition cause I'm dead in the mission. I'm looking down how many y'all gon' do a leg extension. You got afflicted off this bad B nation. I got the infatuation, moves of a suffocation. My crew pushing through cause we got the moves. Sending in the school, still finding blues clues. Two-stepping can't bug, get some new move. We gon' bury you like 50 bury Ja Rule. And you want another chance to try. I can't hide who I really am inside. And you want me to hold back on you. I don't know about that. It's about to be a throwdown. Give me one more chance. That's what you say to me when I do my dance. I give you one more chance. Take you wrap around cause you talk that trash. I give me one more chance. That's what you say to me when I do my dance. I give you one more chance. Take you wrap around cause you talk that trash. I'm unapologetic cause I move with steady. I'm bending corners, climbing to the top and the pole is steady. Unrestricted cause I'm gifted, no apologies given. Take down your hair, rip out them lashes, yo, let's get it, start stripping. Completing missions, you fishing, my dripping, wishing I mention how you conditioned to leeching. You only ball in tax season, I always win. Now when peas fly, but they bullets fly. And making doves cry, got you wishing you die. And you want another chance to try. I can't hide who I really am inside. And you want me to hold back on you. I don't know about that. It's about to be a throwdown. Give me one more chance. That's what you say to me when I do my dance. I give you one more chance. Take you wrap around cause you talk that trash. Give me one more chance. That's what you say to me when I do my dance. I give you one more chance. Take you wrap around cause you talk that trash. And you want another chance to try. I can't hide who I really am inside. And you want me to hold back on you. I don't know about that. It's about to be a throwdown. one more chance. That's what you say to me when I do my dance. I give you one more chance. Take you wrap around cause you talk that trash. I give me one more chance. That's what you say to me when I do my dance. I give you one more chance. Take you round for round cause you talk that trash. I dropped a split down on that twice. Always there to drop it to give the beat life. Bucket picked it up and broke it down and touch it now. Drag her down to the ocean to get baptized. I make them stop and stare. That's what they say to me when I whip my hair. I make them chicks sick when I buck like this. That's how them get cause I'm the baddest child. I'm the baddest what? She the baddest, huh? I'm the baddest. And I ain't giving them chicks nothing. I ain't giving them chicks nothing.
Welcome back to Say It Live ATL. I am Prince Michael. If you just joined, you just missed a very great conversation that we just had. So part one of our show tonight was, who does your loyalty lie in? Does it lie within your friend, and does it lie within your significant other? And we talked about it really, really well. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move to our second topic, which is, how do you know when you have a best friend? You know, we really use the word friend. I think it's 2021, you guys, and we are still using the word friend extremely loosely nowadays. How do you know for sure if you have a best friend? The main thing is that you all are very loyal to each other. You know, it's just like, you know, when you found the one. You know, when you have your best friend, not only have you found the one, you have loyalty within each other, you respect each other, you encourage each other, you enjoy, every second. You know, when someone, oh, we have a phone call. Let's see. Okay. Before we continue on, 1 second. Oh, they decided to hang up. I'm going to call them back. Let's give them a call back. Hello, thank you for calling Say It Live ATL. Who's speaking?
Hello,
Yes, thank you for calling Say It Live ATL. Who's speaking?
this is Cynthia. Hi there.
Hey, Cynthia, how are you?
Hi, Mr. President.
Oh, I see. I did give you a call. So, are you calling because you were listening to the show and wanted to answer a question for me?
Yes.
Well, since I have you here, I'm going to also ask another question. So the first question was, who do you feel your loyalty should lie in? Should it lie within your friends or should it lie within your significant other? And you are married, right?
I am.
Okay, so who do you feel your loyalty should lie in? I already know what the answer is going to be.
Well, I think it balances out.
Okay.
It's not again, you don't cross the line.
Okay.
And I don't think that I should be put in a position where I have to choose. And
Okay.
if I am in a position where I have to choose between my spouse and my friend, then I don't have a friend.
Okay, what about if your significant other, what about if your husband says, hey, I don't want you to be friends with that person anymore? What would your decision be then?
It depends on the situation. It would definitely depend on the situation.
Okay, that's a great answer. Okay.
Yeah.
I said that's a great answer. Cool beans. So the second question that we're currently talking about at hand now is, how do you know you have a best friend? So how do you know when you have a best friend? What do you feel like a best friend consists of? How do you know when someone has actually promoted themselves from being just a generic friend to a best friend?
I think a best friend is inconvenient.
Okay.
I say that because it's easy to be my friend when everything is going good.
Okay.
But what about those nights that I can't sleep and I need to call you 3 o'clock in the morning? What about moments when I'm financially not there and I need somebody?
Okay.
A best friend is somebody that's inconvenient.
Okay. Cool beans. Sounds good to me. So, all right. Anything else you want to add?
No, and I've been enjoying the show so far.
Oh, well, great. I'm glad you are enjoying the show. Again, thank you so much, First Lady, for tuning in and calling back and answering my questions. So we will talk soon.
All right, Mr. President. You have a great one.
Okay, you too. Bye. All right, so she actually chimed in and made some great points there on both topics. So loyalty comes down to, a lot of people like to be your friend when you are up. And most of the time when you are down, you will see that all those quantity of friends that you have will only narrow down to the small quantity of the actual friends you truly have. So we can agree that you have to be loyal. If I'm down and out, you can be there for me. That's all about loyalty. Making sure that you're there, making sure you are a listening ear, making sure that you are comforting me. Anything, and please get your Say It Live ATL pillows. They are so nice. But it's not even all about that. It's also about being able to listen, being able to be loyal, respect. But most importantly, the way I know I have a best friend, and people always say, well, you're only supposed to have one best friend. And I'm like, no, I don't only have one best friend, because I can have multiple best friends. We have different qualities with different people. But the main thing that I can say when I have a best friend is, and you all can definitely agree with this, is when you cannot go a day without talking to him or her. I'm going to tell you, when I have a best friend, when I know I got a best friend, I need to talk to my best friend every damn day. All day, every day as possible, because, you guys, that's how I gravitate to them. I have to have their energy around me all the time. So that's how I'm able to identify when I have a best friend, is that mainly I respect them. I go hard for them. I encourage them. I cannot go a day without talking to them. We hang out. We have similar interests. When you are growing within yourself, or when you are growing with a group of friends and you start to elevate yourself, when you elevate, people depreciate. I say that all the time. A real friend will always continue to go along that step with you. And as you are elevating, you are encouraging to make sure that not only are you elevating, that you are making sure that everyone that you consider your friend, especially your best friend, is also elevating as well. What are your thoughts about that? Hey, let me just go back to the phone lines here and let me give some calls. Give me a moment. How do you know when you have a best friend? Let's see here. Uh-oh. Okay, they may give me a call back. But also, when you know that you have a best friend, you guys, hold on to them. It is so hard nowadays for you to find anybody who is extremely genuine enough to love you unconditionally as a best friend, or even as a friend for that matter. I myself have been so scarred with dealing with people, because people do what they can do to make sure that they are getting what they need to get to elevate themselves. And it makes me feel, when a person put in 150% into your friendship, that's another sign to indicate that, hey, this is not a typical friend here. A typical friend does not put 150% in. They do not want to, they encourage you, but not at a level. You will start to see the signs, you guys. And I'm going to tell you, I've been afraid, as I had previous experiences with former best friends, but no matter what friendship that I have, I always put 150% in. And that's probably something that I need to check, and maybe you can relate as well. Have you ever felt like you are so genuine to people all the time that people just do not appreciate it? Also, if you have a best friend, show your appreciation. It does not have to be monetary, you guys. No financials has nothing to do with friendship or whatever, and that's a whole nother topic that I want to talk about is, does finance status really make your friendship? And that's going to be coming up next week. We're going to talk about that. But bring what you feel like you can bring to your table as far as enhancing your friendship and making sure that you really appreciate the friendship. Because I'm going to tell you guys this, no one is entitled to anything. I don't give a damn what you've been through. I don't care what you're going through. It is a privilege to have someone in your corner who is going to go hard for you, who's going to jump off that damn bridge with you, who's going to actually keep you from jumping off the bridge. So those are the great qualities to indicate you have a best friend. I am going to open up the phone lines here to say, hey, how do you all know that you have a best friend? In the meantime, I'm going to make one more phone call and open the phone lines up before we end tonight's broadcast. Hello, Jackie.
Yes, this is she.
Hey, how you doing? I am giving you a call back because now I'm on the second part of the show, and I just want you to answer one more question for me. Do you mind?
Not at all.
Alrighty, so how do you know when you have a best friend?
When you know that you can call them at given time, and then they give you their undivided attention.
Okay, so mainly loyalty and being able to give you a listening ear.
Yes.
Okay. How about being supportive?
Anything to add, Ernest?
No, that's it. You hit it right on the head.
Oh, cool beans. Yeah, so loyalty.
You say supportive, but you can also have those friends who are supportive of you, but in turn, they're still looking for your downfall.
Oh, listen, we're not even going to talk about how people plan your demise and just support you so they can see you fall. That's a whole nother different show.
Yeah. A whole nother different, but yeah, that's how you know. And I know that those are my true friends because I can call them such as yourself, and you'll be busy, and of course you give me that little attitude, but you still,
I just returned the favor, sweetheart. I just returned the favor.
you still sit and listen.
No, I love you, and it's all out of love and anything, but I have your back, and I don't have to tell you that. It's the actions I've shown, and that's how you know when you really have someone, a friendship on a different tier, is they don't have to tell you anything. They showed you and gained your composure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
And even with you saying that they show you, but that goes back to that catch-22. I'm gonna show you, but I'm just waiting for you to die. To fall.
Right. Absolutely. I've been there. Trust me. Okay, then. Well, thank you again for chiming in on the conversation.
Yeah. All right. Not a problem.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right, you guys. I only have one. I want to keep going, but I know we're running out of time, so I'm going to take one more call. Let me see here. I'm going to call one more person to close the cake. Again, how do you know if you have a best friend?
Hello?
Hey, Brandy, I'm back. I got one more question to ask. Is it okay?
Okay, sure. I was like, oh my God,
So how do you know, Brandy, if you have a best friend? What characteristics are you able to quickly identify when you know your friendship has transitioned onto a best friendship?
Man, I know that when I'm probably the first person that they call in the morning.
Okay.
Or like I could be really simplistic with it, just even the text, the morning text every morning, the consistency of the communication throughout the day. Even when we have disagreements, we still want to communicate throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
That lets me know that I have someone that's really there for me, and they're down for me, like not like my other friends are.
Right.
So I consider them bestie. At that point, and like Cynthia said, she said, when you're down, and that's when their true colors can really show.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I've had a lot of friends. So when things got rough and tough, they were nowhere to be found.
Oh, yeah.
And when things continued to be rough, I gained new people, new friends, and then they became my best friends. So I totally agree with Cynthia on that whole thing, because it'll tell the truth all the time. But
yeah, absolutely.
I have a best friend in you.
I know. I go hard for you, girl.
I know it. I just said that earlier. I said, man,
I love me some Brandy Patrice. I really do.
I know it.
Okay, cool. Well, again,
the definition of what a best friend is.
Yeah.
Like all of that. So I know what a best friend is. Everyone is not fortunate to know or to ever have or experience a best friend, but I can most definitely say I have a best friend now.
Oh, you sure do. I'm here to stay. I'm not going no damn where. Okay? All right, Brandy. Well, thank you so much for chiming in everything. I really appreciate it. Okay. Bye-bye. All right, you guys. So that's that. First and foremost, make sure that you go out there and apply the things that we talked about tonight. Make sure that you are completely balancing yourself between your friends and your significant other. Just don't put either one in a very hard place, whereas you have to figure out, well, what should I do? If you need information on how to balance yourself with your friendships and your relationship, just send me an email at info@sayitliveatl.com. Make sure that we are still in a troublesome time in 2021. And if you have best friends out there, bridge those gaps and gel yourselves so you can continue to be strong as we continue our journey through life. First and foremost, I want to thank you for joining me this evening, because you definitely did not have to. Prince Michael really appreciates that you tune in, and tune in next week on Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, where I'm going to talk about next week, does finances truly impact your friendship? Does it make a friendship? This is going to be a very interesting topic on Say It Live ATL. I am Prince Michael. Thank you for watching, and good night.
Say It Live with Prince Michael. Say It Live. ATL. Say It Live with Prince Michael.